Welcome to another episode of Shots of Hope from the Hood. Welcome to another episode of Shots of Hope from the Hood. Hey, what's up? This is Shots of Hope from the Hood. Today, I want to talk about never take things for face value. Just take it for granted as a truth just because someone told you. Always do your own investigation, especially when it comes to historical facts and history. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why I came up with that. I was doing some watching YouTube, yesterday, and I like history. I like, learning about stuff that we ain't supposed to know. You know what I mean? So I went on this one site, and it was talking about facts that you don't know, right? Now, it started talking about Christopher Columbus. You remember Christopher Columbus, right? The first they said he was the guy that founded America. Then we found out that was a lie, that he wasn't the founder of America because there was already people here. The Indians then were here, and this particular tribe was called I'm trying to see if I can get it right. Something with a T. Taino people. I could be mistaken on that. Like I said, study it for yourself. Anyway, now we found out that it was already people here, so that was a lie. Coming up in school, I learned that this was Christopher Columbus was a great guy. He has a day, we got Columbus Day, and that's a holiday, right? Now I find out the real truth of who Christopher Columbus is. And did you know that Christopher Columbus was, not only did he rape women and children, right? But he's also the actual first sex trafficker in history. Now check this out; it's going to blow your mind. When they landed to America, these people that were already here, this tribe of Indians that were already here, and like I said, I think it's the Taino people. Anyway, he got here. He used to give his lieutenants some of the Indian women as sex to keep as sex slaves, right? Now, he also started transporting these women and children to different people, I guess probably that were paying him. And in his memoirs, they have it that he wrote that the most popular were children between the years of 9 years old and 10. He said that was the most requested, was children from 9 to 10 to use as sexual slaves. And he would fulfill these orders from the people who wanted them, and he would ship them on his boat to them and get paid whatever he got paid for, which is sex trafficking, right? So here we have this dude that they telling me all my life is some great dude, that he's done this and he's the founder of America, and come to find out every single thing about him was a lie. He's a fucking rapist. He's a rapist, and he actually molested children. So women and children, the Indian women and children that were here in America before he ever knew anything about them, he came and took them and raped them and gave them away to and sold them to his peers for money, and actually was the first sex trafficker. And here we have a whole holiday where they celebrate this dude. You know what I mean? So, like, man, it just blew my mind. Because, like, I already knew that, he wasn't the founder of America, but I didn't know all of this about that he was a rapist, you're a child molester, and a sex trafficker. You know what I mean? So, man, never take for granted what they tell you. I don't care if it's written in a history book, you know what I mean? And there was quite a few other things, that I found out. Another one was, the song that they sing, Ring Around the Rosie, Pocket Full of Posies, all fall down, right? Do you know what that song is about? That song is actually a historical song that they were singing about the plague. So when they say the part all fall down, they're talking about the people falling down, dying from the plague. And when they said ring of roses, pocket full of posies, those were actually things that posies are some things that people took when, like, if you caught the plague, that you would take these things, some type of flour, and to try not to hopefully die from the plague. You know what I mean? So that whole little nursery song is actually a song about death and about people dying from the plague. And yet we have all our kids singing about the plague. That's crazy, man. It's like, once again, we gotta do better. We gotta really, figure out where these things come from. And people know, they just don't say nothing. They let us go right on ahead. You can't tell me that somebody didn't know about Christopher Columbus before we made that holiday. You know what I mean? But they overlooked that, and they wanted to, celebrate him for whatever reason. Then you have the fact, now this is something a lot of people definitely already know, is that heroin was sold over the market, over the counter, back in the 1800s, early 1900s, and it was sold as a pain reliever. And then a lot of housewives got hooked on it. And that's when it ended up becoming illegal, and they knew, as a drug. Another fact is that from World War II, Germany and Japan, when they were fighting in the war, they're technically still at war. Because what happens is, every time when, you have a war, the two countries, when it's over, will end up coming to some type of agreement and have a peace treaty where both countries will sign off on this peace treaty. This never happened between Germany and Japan. They've never, till this day, haven't signed a peace treaty. So technically, they are still at war, actually. You know what I mean? They may not be actively fighting, but they've never signed off on a peace treaty. So they still actually in a state of war. Another one, early Roman days. Back in early Roman days, they used urine as laundry detergent to get stains out of their robes or togas, and I guess they figured, that the, urine smelled so strong that it had to be some strong chemical. Now, who was the first person to just say, hey, you got a stain in your robe? Let's piss on it and see if it come out. Like, I don't know who that dude was or what made him think of, let me pee on this and get the stain out. But that's what they use as the stain remover. Urine. And then here goes the part that's going to really get you. Not only did they use it to wash stains out of clothes, they also used it to clean their teeth. So they actually brushed their teeth with urine. This is before toothpaste. Brushed their teeth with some type of stick or whatever, but with urine. You know what I mean? So that's, another wild story. So basically, point that I just is making again is, do not just listen to things and take them for face value. make sure that you do some studying and some research of your own before you do something as drastic as putting your cosign on anything. You know what I mean? Because you might be hoodwinked into participating in a holiday that's honoring a rapist. It's a shot of hope from the hood. I'm out.